SUI continues to see a massive breakout to the upside, and at the time of this recording we continue to hold above a key area of support above the $1.4948 and above the 20-day MA here on the 4-hour chart, which is now acting as support for us to continue gearing up. And at the time of this recording we are now attempting to see a break above resistance above the $2. And on today's video, I will be discussing my breakout target areas and above all, discuss my long-term price prediction analysis, giving you reasons why we can easily see more than a 10x in this bull market. And starting the video here on the daily chart by first giving you a quick recap of what has been happening from the lows that we made last year in October. You can see that we saw a very aggressive bounce to the upside in a move that gave us all-time highs above the $2.1897 in a move that I'm terming as an impulsive Elliot wave count 1. And after we picked in that Elliot wave count 1, we started a bit of a short-term pullback in these larger Elliot wave count 2 into the minimum target areas for the second wave, highlighted on the charts using this blue target area, an area that I came up with by pulling the fibs from the lows of these Elliot wave count 1 to the high of that Elliot wave count 1, giving me a minimum pullback target area for the second wave between the fib level 0.5 and the fib level 0.78, which is an area that we have now fully maximized. And you can see that at some point we saw SUI overshooting the fib level 0.78, but we continued to hold above support on the fib level 0.88 above the 0.5737, and whatever is playing out at the moment could be the start of an impulsive Elliot wave count 3 to the upside, which is what we expect to play out after seeing a bit of a short-term pullback in these Elliot wave count 2. And the minimum target areas for the third wave can be given by connecting the trend-based Fibonacci from the low of the first wave to the high of this Elliot wave count 1, then dragging the fibs to the low of the second wave, giving me a minimum target area for the third wave at the fib level 1.618, and that lies above the 3.438, and that is the target area that I'm expecting SUI is going to fully maximize in the next coming weeks or maybe days. Then we can expect a bit of a short-term pullback in these Elliot wave count 4 before we can finally continue pushing even higher in an Elliot wave count 5 that should easily give us new all-time highs and possibly give us more than a 5x to the upside. So that is my long-term price prediction analysis. And jumping to the 1-hour chart to the 4-hour chart, where I cannot be able to give you the short-term price prediction analysis, I'll be basing my analysis on the Elliot wave structures, which has been playing out from the lows that we made on the 5th of August, which is down here, where you can see that we saw a very nice bounce to the upside and peaked in these Elliot wave count 1, giving us a high above the $1.1172. Then we saw a bit of a short-term pullback over here in an Elliot wave count 2, and whatever is playing out at the moment I believe is an impulsive Elliot wave count 3 to the upside. Then once you have a high in place for this Elliot wave count 3, I will be expecting a bit of a short-term pullback in a wave 4, then continue pushing even higher in an Elliot wave count 5. And the minimum target areas for the third wave can be given by connecting the trend-based Fibonacci from the low of the first wave to the high of this Elliot wave count 1, then dragging the fibs to the low of the second wave, giving me a minimum target area above the fib level 1.618, and that is above the 1.7997, which is an area that we have now fully maximized. And that means that the high that we have at the moment above the $2 could be the high for this Elliot wave count 3. But since we don't have anything that is indicating that we have a high in place, there are chances that SUI can continue pushing even higher and give us an extended Elliot wave count 3, taking us to the next area on the Fibonacci's, which is the fib level 2.618, and that is above the 2.4519 in the next coming hours. So if by any chance we manage to break above resistance above the $2, then I have my eyes fixed above the 2.4519 as my next target area. And once you have a high in place in that EDU to count 3, I will be expecting a bit of a short-term pullback in an EDU to count 4 before we can finally continue pushing even higher in these EDU to count 5. We also need to have in mind that since we have fully maximized our minimum target areas, in case SUI is unable to break above resistance above the $2 and maybe give us a rejection over here, there's a very high chance that we are going to see a short-term pullback in an EDU to count 4, having the high of these EDU to count 3 above the $2. And if that is the case, then using the Fibonacci's, pulling the fibs from the low of the second wave to the high that we have at the moment in this EDU to count 3, we can get a minimum target area for the fourth wave between the fib level 0.5 and the fib level 0.382, and that lies between the 1.5349 and the 1.3846, which is the area over here. So in case of any sudden pullbacks after a rejection at $2, then I will be expecting SUI to fully maximize this target area over here. And once we have a low in place for the fourth wave, then we can expect a final bounce to the upside in an EDU to count 5, taking us back above the $2.5 in the next coming days. So that is the price action that I'm expecting to play out here on the SUI chart for the next coming hours and also days. And let's be patient and see how that plays out, and I will be keeping you up to date.